Kirkuk, of course, is a governorate that has had a very difficult history. It's also an area which has had less opportunity to engage with the electoral process in the past. They haven't had provincial council elections for some while now. So I was particularly interested to see how the electorate in Kirkuk would engage with the process, and many of them have come out and voted. We visited 4 polling stations, including one that was a polling station for IDPs not based in camps, and we've visited 2 IDP camps as well. And I have to say I've been enormously impressed by the work of the electoral staff in all of those places. I've been impressed by the level of security, which has not been too obtrusive, and I've been really impressed to see all of the voters coming out and taking the opportunity to vote. I've been particularly impressed by those in the IDP community, for whom it's been quite complicated to register to vote, and they've gone the extra mile, they've made that effort, and it was tremendous at Leyland camp to see how many people had come out and vote. There were thousands of voters, and that was a tremendous sight to see. The atmosphere generally was good, quite quiet early in the morning, more people coming to vote at the beginning of the afternoon. Many people very enthusiastic about the voting process, coming with their whole families. I do know that there were others who felt discouraged by the security presence from coming out and voting. By the end of the day, I know that polling staff in some of the centres were disappointed at the numbers. They felt they'd had lower numbers than they would have liked, but they also felt that the process had run smoothly. Certainly in the stations that I visited, people were courteous, they were patient. Some of the equipment was taking quite a lot of time to work, but people were waiting patiently in line, and the atmosphere was good. I was really encouraged to see how many young people were coming out and voting for the first time. Had a conversation with a number of young people at the various polling stations I visited. They were extremely enthusiastic, and that was a real positive sight to see. I was also struck by how many women were voting. There were a lot of women out and voting. Particularly, I noticed in the IDP camps where women were out in force. So that was very encouraging too.